What else is going on? What else is important out here in the world? All right, Maul, real quick. I don't want to have a long, extensive conversation about this, but your guy is back on the loose.
Who's that?
The baby.
Yeah, I just read that, man.
Well, let me read it to you now. This is straight from TMZ.
A credible source.
Credible source. It says the baby can't keep his hands to himself if you believe a driver, blah, 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 blah. This is saying that he attacked the driver in Vegas. And then let me just say Vegas is the spot to attack a driver. Vegas is the spot for anything. The driver got a call to pick up the baby in Vegas back in November, and the rapper and some friends hopped into his Mercedes Sprinter van. We're told after a few stops, the baby and his friends sparked a joint, and the driver told them that was a huge no-no. Cops say the rapper and his friends started cursing out the driver and threatened him. When they got to the Hard Rock Hotel, the driver told his passengers it was time to pay up. The driver claims the baby punched him in the back of the head and said, "You ain't the boss." Wait. All of us have been in this exact same story. Trying to go somewhere in Vegas, hopping in the Sprinter and trying to light a joint, and the driver saying no. But anyway, Our law enforcement sources say one of the suspects said, "You're lucky you're not in my city because I would have killed you, cracker motherfucker."
Just Joe's an idiot.
It sounds like a bad script.
We're told the baby and his company got their bags, but not before someone allegedly said they would have left the driver dead on the road. We're now told there's an active arrest warrant to bring in the baby for misdemeanor battery. And I tossed the ball to Maul.
I want the baby to...
Maul was in the Sprinter.
People in his...
Maul was in the Sprinter.
No, I wasn't in the Sprinter. His people in his corner need to... they need to recognize that he needs therapy.
Help.
I think he has PTSD. You got to realize this is somebody that killed someone and then was thrown right into superstardom. So I don't think he had the chance to kind of like really, deal with that traumatic event and get help for that. So I think that he's just on edge a lot. When you go through a situation like that where you actually have to not only shoot, but you killed someone, and you know what I mean, that takes a toll on you mentally. And I don't think he ever had the amount of time to really deal with that, to heal from that situation. He was thrown right into being a fucking superstar maybe 2 months after that. So it's kind of like, people have to say, you know what, we got to give this kid a break, give him time to heal, give himself time to really get past that, because I mean it's clear at this point that this is a dude that's on edge. He's working on a short fuse, and it comes from shit in your past. And again, we like to talk about it here. We don't really like, as men, we don't address our mental health enough, especially when you're successful and getting money. You kind of think that can mask a lot of those things, and that's not how it works, because when the arena closes and the fans go home, you still have to sit in your mind and think. So yeah, I like the baby a lot, man. I think he's super talented. I just think that if he doesn't address this situation that he has and this issue that he has as far as his mental health, I think that this is going to be a tragic story for us, and that's going to unfold right in front of us. And yeah, it's time at this point for the people around him that love him, genuinely love him, not just that need him, who he's paying bills for and all of that. The people that really love him and know him for real, they need to get close to him and just, get him some help, man, and sit down and make sure that your boy is right, because, if he goes, and, a lot of shit will fall after that. So praying for him, man, because I really like that dude, man. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the situations we've seen as of the past 2 to 3 have been such avoidable, small situations that didn't need to happen that I completely agree with you saying he's certainly on a short fuse.
Yeah, for sure.
These situations could have been so minuscule and so easy to avoid that now we're dealing with criminal charges. When we don't,
when
come
you're
on,
a superstar,
this
you don't
isn't
even
what you
talk
need.
to
This ain't what you
not
need.
to say it like that, but if you're the superstar, you're not even talking to a Sprinter driver about a bill.
You shouldn't.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That
No,
doesn't
you
even
shouldn't
get
at
to
all.
you. That doesn't even filter down to...
That's not a status thing. That's just a liability thing. You shouldn't be
I don't
nowhere near
have
none of that
conversation.
shit. Like,
I'm not the one that's directly paying.
no, this isn't us trying to make Well, no, it is in some degree of trying to make celebrities gods in a way that, yeah, they need to not do that because unfortunately how the court system is set up with suing people in these types of cases, yeah, they're going to go after the guy with the money. They're not going to go after like just you need to stay away from it. Right. That's kind of my issue with everything with going on with the baby. It's never a huge situation that couldn't have been avoided. It's such a small thing that we didn't even need to hear about this.
And the part about it, about there being, about all of them being such very small things is that even if you had handled all of them and they all maybe got thrown out the way or dismissed or never went before a judge, when you go before a judge once, they look at all that shit. They look at every single incident, and I'm not saying that's the correct way to go about things, but they look at they look at your whole track record, shit that never made it to court, shit that's in the newspaper, shit that's in the blogs. They're looking at it. So I mean, it's just
they try to paint a picture and develop a pattern.
Yeah. So I mean,
this just paints
I hate
the
when we
picture
help
more.
him. I hate when we help him, man. I pray for the baby. I hope he's all right, but I definitely hope that this pattern stops at some point.
Yeah. He just has to get help. Honestly, he has to get the help that he needs.
Yeah.